Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To the Honorable Dean of Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, Dr. Insinyur A. Hadi Prabowo, MT. The Honorable Keynote Speaker, Director of International Cooperation of the Polytech Nantes Graduate School of Engineering, Nantes, Université France, Professor Changi Resmi. The Honorable Director of International Office of Culture and Cooperation, Universitas Trisakti, Insinyur Agus Guntoro, MS PhD. The Honorable Vice Dean 1, Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, Dr. Insinyur Poppy Puspita Sari, MT. The Honorable Vice Dean 2, Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, Insinyur Khotijah Lahji, MT. The Honorable Vice Dean 3, Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, Mr. Raffles, ST, MT. The Honorable Vice Dean 4, Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, Dr. Lisa Oxri Nelvia, ST, Master of Engineering. The Honorable Speaker, Ms. Victoire Hazume, as Program Officer for University Cooperation and the National Coordinator of Campus France Indonesia, Institut Français d'Indonésie, Jakarta. The Honorable Speaker, Ms. Nur Fitria, as the representative of Campus France Jakarta, Institut Français d'Indonésie, Jakarta. The Honorable Moderator, Dr. Agustin Rebecca Lakawa. The Honorable All Directors and Head of Bureau of Universitas Trisakti, the Honorable Head of Department, Secretary of Department, Assistant of Vice Dean 3, lecturers and students in Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning and Interfaculties of Universitas Trisakti, we would like to say welcome to Visiting Professor Series, a talk on awareness about the Students and Faculty Exchange Program with Nantes, Université France. Please give applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, really appreciate. And this event is proudly presented by Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, Universitas Trisakti. Well, my name is Prayang Sani Julia. It is such an honor for me for being an MC for this event. And this event is held on C Building Auditorium FTSP, Universitas Trisakti on Thursday, 2nd of March 2023 through hybrid mode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, in order to run this event properly and always be blessed by the Almighty God, let us pray together. And prayer will be led by Mr. Arif Fadilah, STMT. Please welcome, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, greetings to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, let us bow our heads for a moment and pray to God Almighty so that our event can be precious to all of us. I will lead this prayer based on the teaching of Islam, and those who are with other religions, you are pleased to pray according to your own beliefs. Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to Allah, the Lord of the universe. Peace and blessings are upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, and for those who followed his example till the judgment day. O Allah, on this blessed time, in conjunction with visiting Professor series, a talk on awareness about the students and faculty exchange program with the Nantes University, France. We beg and grateful towards you in favor of all the infinite blessing to us to live a safe and prosperous life. We seek your blessings for a flawless of this event from the beginning till the end. O Allah, with your blessings, make this event a useful science assembly as a medium for sharing useful ideas, knowledge, and experiences, especially in academic and scientific cooperation between us. O Allah, please bless us with your tawfiq and hidayah. Please guide our university, our institution, to greatness, glory, and prosperity. Make us responsible intellectuals. We beg your grant for valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to our environment and civilization. Make us your righteous servants that followed your commands and neglect the sinful act. O Allah, you are the one who can fulfill our dua. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. You are truly the all-knowing, all-wise. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzaban nar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mr. Arif, for conducting the prayer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the following agenda, let us sing the national anthem Indonesia Raya and followed by hymn of Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti. Ladies and gentlemen, please all rise.
Sedikit perlahan.
Universitas
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. For the next agenda is the opening speech by Director of International Office of Culture and Cooperation, Universitas Trisakti. Please welcome Dr. Agus Guntoro. Time is yours.
Thank you, the Honorable Dean of Faculty of Civil Engineering, Bapak Hadi Prabowo, and also for the Vice Dean 1, 2, 3, and 4, Ibu Lisa, and also the Honorable Director of International Cooperation of the Polytechnic Nantes Graduate School of Engineering, Profesor Chenggi Resban, and the College, Ibu Fing Tua and Ibu Fitri. Thank you for coming to Jakarta and especially to Trisakti University. And also to other lecturers and other dean probably, and the vice dean with other faculty, and also to all participants, both in online and in luring in this opportunity. And also to the student who come to this seminar, we would be very happy and thank you for all your coming. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, and thank you to each and every one of you for being here today this morning in our campus, Tisakti University. And we praise to the God that we can gather together in this wonderful opportunity. It's really such a blessing from God that we can gather after for so many long time that we cannot see each other. And let me introduce myself, Agus Guntoro, and I am the Director of International Office Collaboration and Culture, Trisakti University. It is such an honor, actually, and give me an immense warmth and a great pleasure to grace all of you on behalf of the Trisakti University. It also gives me tremendous pleasure to be presenting the welcome speech in this Visiting Professor Series program. In this opportunity, I would like to welcome again and also to thanks to our special guest, Professor Chenggi Resban and Ibu Fing Tua and Ibu Fitri. Really appreciate for you coming, and I hope this year coming will give us something that benefit for both our institution. And Professor Chenggi will give a talk with the theme Awareness about the Student and Faculty Exchange Program with the Nantes University. And we would learn about what they are gonna talking and discussion about us, but the most important is the implementation, what we learn and focus what he's gonna talk will bring us about the future of our work together. And I think this is a best opportunity in many subjects that we can learn, for example, in the student exchange and lecture exchange, that can really improve the quality and the understanding about the thing that we're gonna do. And we are hoping that through this discussion, I hope that the student don't be shy to ask and ask in detail how you can do the exchange program, because according to what I said from the Professor Chenggi, that some of the students from France also will come to Jakarta as an exchange in the culture or in some knowledge. So I think this is again a great opportunity, and Trisakti University will try to provide some tuition or some accommodation fee if it's possible, because it really depends how many students can go and how many lecturers can go for this exchange program. And through the exchange program, I do hope that your mindset about internationalization for the student especially will raise many understanding about how it is important to deal and to communicate with others besides just in Indonesia. The such other program, for example, like how we can do the joint paper, for example, and do the seminar, and also something that relate about doing the international seminar that can give us the both understanding about the method that we do hope. And in this case, the civil engineering and planning, but it doesn't mean only the civil engineering and planning, but probably with other faculty that can join under the accommodation, under the how we can organize with other faculty as well. So again, I hope that with the experience, because Professor Cenggi also have the collaboration with Pertamina University and Mercu Buana with other university in Indonesia. So what kind of the model so far that in terms of the collaboration, so we can imply together. So I hope that through this discussion about the lecture as well, Pak Dekan, Dean, and Ibu Lisa, I hope you can also stimulate the communication and the discussion so we can have a good understanding. I'm sure that discussion will benefit to our institution and both of our institution. And also thank you again for all of us who come here, because without you, this event cannot be happen. But in this occasion, I also would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you to have sincerely committed to this event, and especially to Ibu Lisa that organized with this event. So give applause to Ibu Lisa. Yeah, thank you so much. And I do apologize after this, I have to leave the meeting because there's an accreditation of LAMTEC in the Faculty of Engineering, Energy and Petroleum Engineering. So I have to attend as one of the lecture to be assessed. So again, thank you, and I hope this seminar will be benefit for all of us. Thank you, Professor Cenggi and Ibu Virtual and Ibu Fitri for coming again. Thank you, and give back to the MC.
Thank you very much to Dr. Agus Guntoro. Really appreciate, and you may allow to continue to your another agenda. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the forthcoming agenda, this is the opening speech by the Dean of Faculty, Civil Engineering and Planning, Universitas Trisakti. Please welcome Dr. Hadi Prabowo, MT. Time is yours.
Thank you, Mbak Prayang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. The Honorable Prof. Changis Rasban, Director of International Corporation of the Polytech Nantes Graduate School of Engineering of University of Nantes. Welcome to Indonesia, Prof. And welcome to Universitas Tisakti, especially in Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning. I appreciate your time and consideration to visit the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, Universitas Trisakti. Honorable Dr. Agus Guntoro, Director of the Office for International Affairs, Cooperation and Culture, Trisakti University, thank you for opening this event. The Honorable Deans and Vice Dean at Trisakti University, Head of Study Program at Trisakti University, Lecturer of the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, and all of the attendants, and dear student of Trisakti University. On today's visiting professor series activity, we have Prof. Changis Rasban here with us to talk about awareness about the student and faculty exchange program with Nantes University friends. We are hoping to delve deeper into the what on exchange program is like, including the step and prerequisites during today's discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fishing Series program at Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning is one of the activities to support the faculty goals of an international reputation. Of course, it starts with supporting activities such as collaboration, student exchange, joint teaching, and research or joint scientific publication. The School of FTSP toward international reputation is in line with the ASEAN University Ranking or World University Ranking program by Trisakti University. Naturally, achieving it takes a lot of hard work and assistance from numerous parties. Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, please enjoy this event. We hope you have a great time and learn enough about student and faculty exchange, and even get the opportunity for collaboration with NANS University. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to Prof. Sangwis Rasban, Dr. Agus Kuntoro. Dr. Lisa has initiated this activity, and all the attendants of this event for being here and taking part this activity. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Hadi Prabowo, as the Dean of FTSP Universitas Trisakti. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the upcoming agenda, this is the explanation on academic in Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti that will be delivered by Vice Dean 1. Please welcome to Dr. Poppy Puspitasari. Time is yours.
Let me open about 8 slides. Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning is one of 9 other faculties at Trisakti University. The other faculties are Faculty of Law, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Dentistry, Faculty of Art and Design, Faculty of Civil Engineering, our here and Planning, Faculty of Earth and Energy Technology, Faculty of Economic and Business, Faculty of Landscape Architecture and Environmental Technology, Faculty of Industrial Engineering. All study programs at Trisakti University are accredited by National Accreditation Board for Higher Education. Some of the study programs have received certification or accreditation from ASEAN University Network and IAB, for technique program study. And Trisakti University has a tagline, one-stop learning for sustainable development. FTFC has 2 departments, Department of Civil Engineering and Department of Architecture. And also each of a department has 2 study programs. Civil Engineering Graduate Study Program, Civil Engineering Master Study Program for Civil Engineering, and for Architecture, we are proposing ongoing process for a doctoral study program. And lecturers in the Civil Engineering Department are grouped based on their expertise into 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, about 6 expertise field of structures, water resources, transportation, geotechnique, construction management, and general. And then they have also interest study, structure management and construction technology, water resources, and transportation. And also they are supported by laboratories, structure and material technology, water, transportation, statistics and computer, geotechnique, management, construction and management, and soil measurements. Let me see about Department of Architecture. Architecture graduate study program has 4 interest fields: history of architectural theory and critique, building technology, urban settlement and housing, and architectural design. And on the master study program, interest study consists of architecture design, urban architecture design, and architecture practice. And they have design studios supported by laboratories, building technology, design simulation, and laboratory of computer. And we see here that we are proposing in process to develop architecture doctoral study program. And you know, let me see under slide, we have some journal here, yeah, and then we have tagline, sustainable built environment engineering based on local values. FTSP has the following vision and mission. Would you please concern on the highlight words? The vision, here we try to read that the FTSP becoming a reliable international standard faculty that observes local values, and focusing on the field of planning, designing, and environmental engineering. And the mission is increasing intellectually competent, professional, independent, and embracing human resources in the field of planning, designing, and environmental engineering, increasing research activities based on local values, and increasing responsive to the needs of the communities and industries through community services. And the last is increasing commitment and consistency to uphold good governance. Let's go to know more closely about the curriculum of its undergraduate study program. Each undergraduate study program determines the regular curriculum in 8 semesters, and then the regular curriculum for master study program is 4 semesters. We offer an accelerated program by organizing intermediate semesters here. And intersection semesters in civil engineering, so that students can reduce their study period to 10 semesters to take both undergraduate and master levels. The Department of Civil Engineering offers an intermediate semester to improve student achievement in semester 6, and intersection semester for transitional semester in semester 8. Semester 8 here. Yeah. Of completing an undergraduate as well as taking several courses that can be recognized to semester 1 in the semester program. Let me see about research roadmap. Our research roadmap concerns on green design, green engineering technology, livable space, and health behavior. And the theme on the theme, building and environmental disaster mitigation, green energy, green urban environment, green society, green healthy lives. So all of the theme is for both department, yeah, for the civil engineering department and architectural department. And the topic consists of social engineering, indigenous environment, comfort and energy, building information technology, green material, building technology, eco-drainage, sustainable management, construction, urban character and identity, green infrastructure and transportation, green or eco-city and architecture, vernacular and traditional settlement. Let me see about community service roadmap of Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning. The team, the green team is consists of 5 activities: safe, comfortable, and healthy buildings, neighborhoods and settlement, sustainable infrastructure, green building and neighborhoods, disaster mitigation, and implementation of appropriate technology. And then we also accommodate about the topic of implementation of appropriate technology, sustainable and disaster resilient infrastructure, settlements and environment, and environmentally friendly technology innovation. And then also we make orientation to social humanities harmonization, sustainable technology, product and skill innovation, sustainable and disaster responsive settlement and environment. We are also award some scholarship program that consists of Indonesian International Study Student Mobility Awards. It is a government program. Scholarship in cooperation with Metro TV. It is a university program. Scholarship for underprivileged students. It is for government program. Academic achievement scholarship. We award and we give to all of the students with the good achievement, academic achievement. Yeah. It is from faculty program, and alumni scholarship it is ongoing process. Opportunities to develop cooperation with business and industry, and other universities and government. Consists of freedom of learning and freedom of campus that we call MBKM, joint lecture or joint class, joint research and community service programs, collaborative seminars and journal writings, guest lectures, joint studio, joint professor, summer camp, ongoing process by Vice Dean 4. Winter school, it is also is ongoing process for that academic field collaborate with Vice Dean 4. Double degree is ongoing process. Internship program is the program that we have done. We will already have done. Independent study and joint laboratories is ongoing process. So it's all about Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning. So simple what I have explained. And then I hope all the guests and all the parties for Prof. Razvan and for Ms. Fitri and Ms. Fitri can develop this collaborative program. Thank you. And please, Mbak Pelayang, to going on the agenda.
Okay, please give applause to Dr. Poppy. Thank you very much, Dr. Poppy, for the academic explanation of FTSP Universitas Trisakti. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and all students, participants, for the following agenda, this is the explanation on partnership and promotion in Faculty Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti that will be delivered by Vice Dean 4. Please welcome to Dr. Lisa Oxri Nelvia. Time is yours.
Tes. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen from Jakarta, Indonesia. It's indeed a great honor and a pleasure to meet you all here on this blessed occasion, discussing the potential collaboration between two institutions, Universitas Trisakti and Nantes University. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lisa Oxri Nelvia. I have a Vice Dean in charge for Cooperation and Development Affairs of the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning in Universitas Trisakti since 2020. First of all, thank you for allowing me the time and the opportunity to be here. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our special guest, Professor Changi Rasban, as a Director of International Cooperation, the Polytechnics, Madame Victoria Hazume, and Madame Nurfitria from Institut Français d'Indonésie. Un grand merci pour votre présence, chers amis de France. Nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir et nous sommes les bienvenus de votre présence et des années de collaboration avec des collaborations scientifiques entre l'Indonésie et la France. I would like also to thank the honor members of our Universitas Trisakti, Dr. Insinyur Agus Guntoro, as a Director of International Office of Cultural and Cooperation. Maybe Professor Dr. Asri Renanti will be joined in the Zoom meeting, I hope so, as a Director of Research and Community Services. Dr. Bambang Endro Yuwono, as a Director of University Management Institute, and also the Dean and Vice Dean of Universitas Trisakti, as Head of Senate and Secretary of Senate of the Faculty of Civil Engineering Universitas Trisakti, Dr. Insinyur H. Hadi Prabowo as the Dean of the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning Universitas Trisakti, and also my colleagues, Dr. Insinyur Poppy Puspitasari as a Vice Dean for Academic Affairs, second Vice Dean Dr. Khotijah Laji for Facilities and Finance Affairs, Vice Dean Dr. Raffles as Vice Dean for Student and Alumni Affairs, and also Head of Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Fahmi Hermawan will be joining us on a Zoom meeting, and Head of the Architecture Department, and as well as our lecturers and a student within Universitas Trisakti, and also our guests that are involved that I cannot mention one by one of this seminar. The Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning provides undergraduate and postgraduate programs in civil engineering and architecture studies. Our undergraduate programs have an A accreditation verified by the Indonesia Ministry of Research, Technology, and of Higher Education accreditation. This course is over a duration of the following period. Undergraduate programs of 144 credit hours that can be achieved in a minimum of 4 years of study, and the postgraduate programs of 60 credit hours that can be finished in a minimum of 2 years of study. Our faculty recognizes the rapidly growing changes in educational and technological advancements, which we respond to through these 4 programs. First, a holistic digitalization of student information systems, learning centers, and other needs which are required in providing the necessary needs for our classes. Second, we provide programs such as a student exchange, an exclusive program for foreign students planning to study in Jakarta, Indonesia. More exchange programs include sandwich programs, double degrees that will be supported by our professors and practitioners who are internationally recognized and has conducted various researches with international collaborators. Third, our institutional development focuses on the improvement of the facilities and laboratories, which are very essential in researches. We firmly believe that the advancement of education would require advanced facilities and technology that is integrated with our learning systems. Last, we establish partnerships that are built from trust, integrity, and collective intention for further collaborations. These include collective research, increased quality of laboratories, and many more. For the next 5 years and more, we are expecting to see growth in terms of assessing strategies and evaluating partnership with international institutions and parties, plan or further development of research facilities and laboratories through the affiliation of planning and development faculty unit establishment, expansion of partnerships researches to European countries, as well as intense growth of collaborative research, explorations, and development of world-class standard facilities. And innovative programs launched by the Indonesian Ministry of Research, Technology, and Higher Education, the Campus Merdeka and Merdeka Belajar learning programs enables university to have more access in opportunities for the students to learn, apply for internships, and join activities in the different institutions and campuses within Indonesia and abroad, supported by countless institutions, company, and organizational partnerships. In regard to this, the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning undergraduate programs is providing a grant by the Indonesian government for student internships programs. The core benefits are as follow. First, conversion of internships hours and practical learning into credit hours. Second, exploration of knowledge and practical skills through internships with the duration of more than 1 semester. Third, further knowledge through exposure. And last, transfer of knowledge directly from the quality and certified partners. And these are our partners from the construction field. We have Adikarya, Waskita Karya, Utama Karya. And from banking, we have a BNI and many more, as you can see here. Also from the universities, nationally and internationally, we have partnership with Nantes University, Polytechnique, Institut Français d'Indonésie, La Rochelle University, TUIN, and etc. as our former partner. Campus Merdeka programs involve parties which include higher education institution, government and state institution, and other research body and organization based on the contractual agreement or MOU. We uphold the core of local Tridharma's values such as education and teaching, research and development, and community services. Campus Merdeka program provide the framework needed for all parties to operate collaboratively. We firmly believe in operating on the basis of educational and scientific collaboration between contractual parties to develop, expand, and improve cooperation in various fields of mutual interest. I think my colleague has already explained about this, but let me just repeat it if I can make it. Yes, the following diagram is a roadmap our faculty, research and development, which we group into 4 main categories. First is a green energy, second is a green urban environment, third is a green society, and fourth, a green healthy life. In each of these main groups, there are intersecting subgroups, summarized as follows. Green energy falls into branches of green design, green engineering technology, and livable space. And green urban environment has branches of a building and environment, disaster mitigation, and two of subcategories, a green design and livable space. Green society is identical to the with addition of livable space. And fourth, a green and a healthy life is a constant more subcategories of healthy behaviors. Proceeding next, we have a quick tabulation of recent publication authored by professors, lecturers, and educators of the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning. Here are photos of our building facilities, engineered as a green campus building, along with the classrooms, laboratories, and other facilities equipped inside. Auditoriums, meeting lounges, laboratories such as concrete tech lab, water engineering lab, transportation labs, soil mechanic and surveying labs, and computer and statics labs, and design studios. Currently, our faculty is in collaboration with Nantes University, more specifically with our colleague from Polytech Nantes. Thank you, Professor Changi. We took the photos when I was in there, you know. And then thanks to the help of Evie, Madam Victoria, and Madam Fitri, and the program for Science and Impact 2023, in May 2023, the Trisakti University will welcome the first French student within our exchange programs. Our notable alumni have experiences as engineering consultants, scholars, practitioners whom have created and produced world-class infrastructure projects, skyscrapers, building facilities, and many more. They are spread all across the globe, proudly representing Indonesia and Trisakti University, especially the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning. Thank you for your attention and the time given to me. I hope this information is useful for you. Et en conclusion, je vous remercie encore une nouvelle fois, Professeur Changi Rasbel, de venir de loin de la France jusqu'à l'Indonésie. Et Madame Victoire Hazoumé et Madame Nour Fitria, je suis certain que la raconte d'aujourd'hui et les présages des chances nombreux et riches pour nous deux pays. Merci encore une fois. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Merci, Dr. Lisa. Thank you very much. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, now we are heading into our main agenda. This is the presentation by our speakers, but before that, we would like to invite our moderator and also our speaker as well. So for the first one, please welcome to our moderator, Dr. Agustin Rebecca Lakawa. Please give applause, ladies and gentlemen. And then please welcome to our keynote speaker, Professor Changi Rasban. Please welcome. Please give applause, ladies and gentlemen. And then please welcome to our speaker, Miss Victoire Hazume. Please welcome. Please give applause, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, please welcome to our speaker, Miss Nur Fitria. Please give applause. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, before we're going into the main agenda, first let me introduce our moderator, Dr. Agustin Rebecca Lakawa, by introducing her through read her CV. Dr. Agustin Rebecca Lakawa holds PhD in Applied Linguistics from the School of Languages and Comparative Culture Studies at the University of Queensland, Australia in 2007. She has been teaching for more than 30 years and working as a full-time English lecturer at the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, where she is also appointed as a Secretary of Faculty Senate in 2017 and as a part-time English lecturer at the Faculty of Earth Technology and Energy at Universitas Trisakti. At the university level, she also serves as the head of Culture Center at the Office of International Affairs, Cooperation and Culture, Universitas Trisakti. Her main role in promoting culture is in line with her role in improving language awareness, especially for students in terms of Indonesian and English. This is important because language awareness is used to enhance the teaching and learning of Indonesian and English as part of compulsory subjects at the university curriculum and initiate the enacting of other foreign languages as an elective subject course. She has written books as well as edited numerous books and articles, published several articles in international and national journals, presented papers in various international and national conferences covering her research interests. It as motivation in language learning, ESP curriculum and syllabus design, autonomous learning, culture and architecture, as well as classroom action research. Her teaching areas are, among others, ESP for architecture, civil, engineering, petroleum, engineering students, report and academic writing, research methods, writing and presentation, Indonesian for academic purposes. All right, so without further ado, please welcome to Dr. Agustin Rebecca Lakawa to conduct this main event. Please, Dr. Agustin.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello. Are you there? It's quite, it's very quiet this morning. But maybe we have to do like that. Yeah, because shortly we'll hear, I hope, an interesting information that we can get from French. Okay, distinguished guest, Professor Rasban of Nantes University, France, Miss Victoire Hazmi and Miss Nur Fitria from Institut Français d'Indonésie, the Embassy of France in Jakarta, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, my beloved students and colleagues from Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, and prominent guests from other faculties, if we have here, I think I can find with empat ya, from FTI, and from other faculties within University Trisakti. I really hope that everybody is safe and sound so that we'll be able to engage actively and to enjoy profoundly of today's program, as much as to involve enthusiastically in the presentation and discussion afterwards. I think this is important. That's why later on I really encourage you to ask questions, because by asking questions we can get more information that we think is not really enough when the presentation is run. So dear audience, I think I don't need to introduce myself in details because our MC Mbak Prayang has explained quite enough about myself. However, I still need to let you know that I'm Agustin Rebecca Lakawa, or sometimes we'll say that Agustin, whose role will be in directing and facilitating today's lecture on Visiting Professor series entitled Awareness about the Students and Faculty Exchange Program with Nantes University, France. On behalf of members of the Faculty of Civil Engineering and Planning, Universitas Trisakti, I'm pleased to welcome you all to this guest lecture series presenting by Professor Changbis Rasban as the Director of International Cooperation of the Polytech Nang from Graduate School of Engineering of the Nang University in France, and our other guest speakers, Ms. Victoire Hazumi and Ms. Nur Fitria, both from Institut Français d'Indonésie, the Embassy of France in Jakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, after the long period of COVID-19 outbreak, the world presents new and unknown challenges and opportunities. Therefore, our university's vision and mission for continued excellence needs to be invested even more through gathering resources to enhance knowledge and fostering wide-ranging research efforts to meet these new challenges, maximizing new opportunities for the benefit of mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to explain the proposed program about how the session will be organized today. I'll facilitate the sessions within the time length for each of the session, and then the session will be started by a brief introduction about each of the speakers, which will be explained shortly, and then followed by the presentation from each speaker, which will follow by a question and answer session. At each of the session, I'm going to allocate the time based on the time length provided by the MC. By the end of the session, I'll provide a brief summary of the presentations. Distinguished guests, let's move on to the presentation session. Before that, allow me to introduce our keynote speaker, Professor Changbis Rasban. Professor Rasban has begun his teaching career since 1981. Is that correct? And became full-time professor at Nang University in France since 1993. Ever since, his achievements are quite remarkable. He has been directing 12 PhD candidates and reviewed around 35 theses since 1994, resulting on the invention of 2 patents, 3 books of chapters of books, 29 international publications, 57 presentations in the international conferences, and 23 presentations in national conferences, and of course, as reviewer of several journals. He has currently served as the Director of International Affairs in Polytech Nang, France since 2010. It's quite a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, join me in giving a round of applause to our keynote speaker, please. To Professor Rasban. 5 minutes is now yours. You may have 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes.
Good morning.
Morning.
First of all, I would like to thank a lot, at first, the Honorable Dean of Faculty of Civil Engineering, and all faculty members and Vice Deans, and especially Vice Dean Lisa, who initiated this visit, and I hope the collaboration between our university and your university. I will in my talk, I will present my university, my School of Engineering, and what can we do as collaboration between your university and ours. But before this, I would like to show you a video where some of our international students talk about Nantes and about Polytech Nantes. Is it possible to?
Yeah, the city Nantes is really nice. That's one of the reasons I chose Nantes, because it's really green, it has a lot of parks.
Moi j'ai adoré, je suis vraiment amoureux de cette ville et le train il est bien, mais surtout aussi on peut rouler en vélo.
Nantes is just student city. There are plenty of students.
Nantes is beautiful. I really like living here because it's not too big and not too small. The city center, it has a lot of shopping and restaurants.
My university signed an agreement with Polytech Nantes for a dual degree program, and that's why I'm here.
I chose to study abroad, so the only program that they had for computer science was to Polytech, And I thought it was a great opportunity for me to work with different professors, different students, and just the chance to travel while I'm studying, I thought was amazing.
So because of the flexibility and the faculty and the equipment here, and it's a new network, but it's great. It's known all over the world, Polytech.
I have a lot more projects, a lot more hands-on and group projects, which I really like. I like having projects because you can apply your knowledge to it, and I can also use it on my resume and show my skills instead of just saying, oh, I got an A on this test. It doesn't really matter unless you apply it to a project.
Professionally, I learned that there are a lot of management courses, and one day we will become managers. And you know, this is an important thing as well, the courses like humanities.
If you're afraid to come because of the language or anything, it's not a problem. People are really helpful here, and if you're an Erasmus student, you get all the help.
Take the French classes that they offer, because they do help a lot, even if you're just in the first French class, because I was in A1, but I still learned a lot. It's just being there and present in the environment.
They were still willing to lend me a hand, or at least, you know, understand what I'm saying. They may pull out their phone and translate it for me, and I'll do the same.
Professor speaks English perfectly, so I always can ask for help, and I was ensured when I was coming here that I can make it work.
So I did it, and I expected a big challenge. It was a challenge that I could appreciate. The level of hospitality, I love it. I love it. It's one of the things that I'm really, really going to miss.
I have maybe become way more open to like internationally, to all kind of nationalities, and
Hard work and really nice people. Yeah.
Already when I think about coming home, I mean, I'm happy because I'm coming home, but I also see how much I will miss Nantes and the whole experience. But yeah, just come, make a lot of friends, and you will have the friendships until for as long as you live. So
come to France. You will love it. If it's your first time abroad, if it's not your first time abroad.
It's really just wonderful. I will definitely plan to come back again.
Okay, can you please pass the slides? Okay, now I will talk about my university. So I'm from Nantes University. My name is Cengiz Razban. I'm professor in the field of electronics, electrical engineering, especially in high-frequency electronics and antennas and microwaves and so on. But also I'm director of International Office of Nantes University. Polytech Nantes is engineering school of Nantes University. At first, I will represent Nantes University and then Polytech Nantes. Some history about Nantes University. In 1461, the first University of Nantes was founded. At 1793, university was closed after the French Revolution. And in 1961, the new university, Nantes University, was reopened. And in 1985, the first engineering schools were created inside Nantes University. In 2000, these engineering schools merged to form which is called Polytech Engineering School. It was the first Polytech in France. And now we have 15 polytechs in France. In 2022, the Nantes University changed the model, and we are now in new Nantes University model. "45,000 students are studying in Nantes University, including 5,000 international students, 1,500 PhD students, and now the University of Nantes University is composed of 4 poles, research and education poles: health, society, humanities, and I represent here only science and technology pole, where you find Polytech Nantes, engineering school, Faculty of Science and Technology, where some of the education bachelor and masters are in Faculty of Science and Technology, and also institutes called IUT for undergraduate studying. I will not represent this part. As I said, Polytech Nantes was the first Polytech in France. Now you can see 15 Polytechs were created after Polytech Nantes, and now these Polytechs form a group. And this is France map, and Nantes is in west side, and the other Polytechs are in different cities in France. 15 members and 4 new members are trying to enter in this group, and soon we'll be 19 members. 18,000 students are studying in this group. It is the biggest French group of engineering school. 1,500 PhD students, and each year 4,000 engineers are graduated from this group. And what about Polytech Nantes and Nantes University? Nantes University is in France, in a region called Pays de Loire, and in department Loire-Atlantique. And you can see Nantes is in the west side of France, 400 kilometers from Paris, only 2 hours by train from Paris, and near Atlantic Ocean. This region is an industrial area. We have big industries in this region, especially shipyards. World's biggest cruise ships are built in this region, and aircraft industry. One of Airbus factory is in this region, and many other industries in microelectronics, polymers, agriculture, foods, and civil engineering, and so on, are in this region. So Polytech Nantes has a very big collaboration with different industries, and our students do many internships in industries, and many engineers from industries come and give lectures to our students. Nantes University has different campuses, mainly in 2 cities, in Nantes and Saint-Nazaire. Saint-Nazaire is a city 60 kilometers from Nantes, just at the coast of Atlantic Ocean. And these are campuses of Nantes University. Nantes, you saw some attractivities in Nantes in the video. You can see that Nantes is a nice city with young people. Many students live in there, and many activities are available for students. And this is the Polytech Nantes buildings in this campus in Nantes, and the Faculty of Science campus is here. And also, as I said, another campus is in Saint-Nazaire, which is near Atlantic Ocean, and many activities related to sea and oceans are available for the students. And this is the Polytechnic campus in Saint-Nazaire. Now, what about the activities in Nantes University and Polytechnic? These are the higher research laboratories existing in Nantes and in Saint-Nazaire, especially if related to civil engineering. This is in Saint-Nazaire Civil Engineering and Mechanics Institute, and the other laboratories in electronics, in materials, in computer science, and so on are available. And all these laboratories have this label, CNRS. CNRS is a French government label and given only to high quality laboratories. For the students, many activities are available. Several university facilities, sports, cultural, leisure. More than 30 student associations exist for the students, and special activities for international students, and French courses are given to international students to learn French, and different activities are. Now, what about the international collaborations, which is the main focus of this talk? At first, I will give you the university studies in France, structure of the university studies in France. As you can see, after high school diploma, the student can choose two ways. One way is an engineering way, so 2 or 3 years of preparing, especially mathematics and physics, and then an entry exam to enter in engineering part. And then after 3 years, the student will get engineering master, engineering diploma, and then he can work or continue in PhD. Or student can choose this way in Faculty of Science, 3 or 4 years of license, and then 2 years of master. And after the master, he can work or do PhD. And we do our collaborations in master level. What does it mean? The student can, if they want to enter in this part, they can enter at the beginning of engineering part or at the second year of the engineering part. Generally, the education in this part generally is in French. But we can also collaborate in master part. The student can enter in the first year of master or in the second year of master. And the masters, many of masters are taught in English. So it's the reason that many of our collaborations are focused in this part, in master programs. So we try to have agreement with foreign universities to let the student to enter in this part with the facility of doing the first year in his home university and the second year in France. And at the end of this second year, the student will have a French master degree. And upon the agreement, he can have also his home university master degrees. So with double degree at the end of this part. So we will try to have this kind of collaboration with this university, and we have many collaborations like this with different countries, China, India, Malaysia, and so on. And these 2 years are in English, first year in home country and second year in France. And at the end, when the student has the master degree, French master degree, he can work in France or continue in PhD. Even if a student wants to do a PhD in France, it is recommended that he does the last year of master in France to have French master degree, and for two reasons. The French master degree will let the student to enter in PhD easily, and also especially in second year of master, the student will have research project, and he will be supervised by professors, and the professors will see how the student works on a research project, and then they can easily find for him scholarship for 3 years of research project to have a PhD. So our collaboration may be focused on this part, master part and PhD parts, and especially entering in the second year for 1 year of master and 3 years of PhD, or if some students want to enter in the first year to do 2 years of master program in France, it is possible also. If any student speaks French, he can also enter in this part, the French programs. He will have the same degree. At the end is engineering master degree, and at the end he can go to PhD or go to industry. With master degree, doing a PhD is easier, and with engineering master, entering in industry is easier. Okay, the difference between this. Okay? Okay, this was the main part of my talk about the collaboration, and I will give you different possibilities. For example, as I said, we have international masters. International masters, generally the second year is open to the students from our collaborative universities. And these are the examples of existing masters: wireless embedded technologies, electrical, energy, data science, visual computing, thermal energy, microalgae bioprocess engineering, and some structures in marine related to civil engineering. And these are all taught in English, and generally the students come from partner universities, so they do the first year in their home country and only the second year in not. There are also, and what about the structure of this program? The second year of master is composed of 2 semesters. The first semester is composed of lectures, courses, practical sessions, theoretical sessions, and at the end of this semester, in January, the students have some examinations, and the student is evaluated by the professors. Then, in second semester, the student will have only research project or industrial project. And during this second semester, the student will be supervised by a professor. So during 5 or 6 months, he will deal with a research project, and he will be paid, the student will be paid during this research project. And at the end of this research project, he will defend his project, and he will be evaluated by the professors. And for the good students, the university will offer scholarships for PhD if he wants to go to continue in PhD, or he can also go to work in France. And for this program, Administrative assistance are provided by university, or visa, bank, insurance, and even pickup. The student, when he arrives in Nantes, we send someone to pick up him in airport, and we book for him a room in dormitory. And also French language courses are provided to French for students. And some cultural and industrial visits are provided also. Cultural visits in different touristic sites are visited by the students. And industrial visits, very important. The students will visit big factories like shipbuilding and also Airbus factory. Then this is not available for any foreign students, but we can we arrange these visits for our students. Fees are for international masters 7,500 euros per year, and expected living cost in France in Nantes is about 650 euros per month, and student campus life 95 euros. Scholarships are available. One of the best scholarship is Eiffel Scholarship, about 1,200 euros per month. But we apply for the best students of each university, and to have this scholarship. It's a government scholarship, national scholarship, so it's not easy to get. It's not. We need to have good curriculum, good background to apply for this scholarship. And we have also our local scholarship, OMIS scholarship, from Nantes University. It's only one amount of 3,500 euros. And as I said, during this year, the student will be paid during the second semester. So some part of these fees will be back when he will be paid. Besides this international masters, we have also some masters we call masters in English. These are masters out of...
Excuse me, Professor, you only have 10 minutes left.
Only 10 minutes?
Left.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. So these masters are open for everybody, so out of collaborations, but they are in English. And as they are open, less services are given to students, but the tuition fees are less also. You can see, yes. The tuition fees are only 243 euros per year, like French students. And the living costs are the same, and the student campus life is the same. And we can also apply for the Eiffel Scholarship, and OMIS Scholarship was less. Okay, I think it's... and the last one is the engineering programs, but all of these are in French now, so you need to learn French before entering these programs. Electronic, computer science, material, thermal, and civil engineering, electrical engineering, process, and bioprocess engineering. And for this part, if you know French, you can enter in this. So you need to be at least 2 years in France or 3 years, and the tuition fees are 600 euros, and the other fees are the same. And yes, and how to apply? If we signed our cooperation with your university for international masters, you can apply by your international office, or you send me directly to my email. So, but if we don't have a double degree collaboration, you can also apply. But because we have signed our MOU memorandum of understanding with your university, and it's okay. And for this, you need to send your CV, motivation letter, and latest diploma and latest transcripts. And I think it's finished. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Thank you so much, Professor Rasban. It was a fruitful and insightful information that you share with all of us about the education in Nong University. I'd like to continue with our other presenters. Could you please sit it first? We can save the question and answer session after the presentation. Okay, please, I'd like to invite Ms. Hazumi and Ms. Fitria to share with us the information that they prepare for today's program. Before that, allow me to provide a brief introduction about Ms. Hazumi and Ms. Nur Fitria. Ms. Hazumi got her master's degree in international relations and diplomacy from the University of John Muling, Lyon, and her bachelor degree in foreign applied languages, English and Indonesian from La Rochelle University. She currently serves as a program officer for university cooperation and as a national coordinator of Campus France Indonesia at Institut Français d'Indonésie, Jakarta. Ms. Nur Fitria got her bachelor degree in humanities and French literature from Universitas Pajajaran, Indonesia. She has been serving as a representative of Campus France Jakarta at Institut Français d'Indonésie, Jakarta from 2018 until present. Prior to 2018, she has been appointed representative of Campus France Yogyakarta for 4 years at the Institut Français d'Indonésie, Yogyakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Hazumi and give her a big applause. Ms. Hazumi, can you have 10 or 15 minutes?
We'll take less than 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay, good morning everyone, selamat pagi, bonjour à tous. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Husband for this inspiring presentation and for the opportunities given to the students here today. I myself briefly studied in Nantes, not in Polytech, but I can still vouch for it and say that it is indeed a very nice place to live and to study in. Anyway, perkenalkan, nama saya Victoire Azume. Saya bekerja di Institut Français d'Indonésie atau IFI di bagian kerjasama Universitas dan Campus France. Saya senang sekali hadir hari ini dan dapat bertemu bersama kalian semua. Karena emang kami di Institut Français d'Indonésie atau IFI mengutamakan perkembangan kemitraan dan kerjasama antara universitas-universitas di Indonesia dan universitas di Prancis. Jadi selalu senang sekali ya kalau ada pertemuan kayak gini. Dan kami juga mementingkan memfasilitasi perjalanan para mahasiswa yang ingin melanjutkan studi mereka di Prancis. Oleh karena itu, kami menyediakan beberapa peluang beasiswa bagi mahasiswa-mahasiswa Indonesia dan juga memberikan bimbingan untuk proyek studi dan juga pendampingan mahasiswa-mahasiswa itu. Jadi saya mau mengucapkan terima kasih Universitas Trisakti. Merci beaucoup Ibu Liza juga sudah menyambut kami hari ini di sini dan memberikan kami kesempatan untuk berdiskusi bersama mahasiswa-mahasiswa Universitas Trisakti. Sekarang rekan saya Mbak Fitria akan berbicara lebih lanjut lagi tentang Campus France Indonesia dan misinya. Terima kasih banyak.
Nungguin ya. Bonjour. Oh, udah pada jago bahasa Prancisnya? Pakai bahasa Prancis aja ya. Baik, Bapak Ibu mohon izin saya presentasinya di depan supaya lebih terlihat karena saya agak mini kalau duduk. Terima kasih sekali lagi Universitas Trisakti sudah mengizinkan kami untuk bersilaturahmi di kampus hari ini. Perkenalkan, nama saya Fitria, penanggung jawab Kampus France Jakarta dari Kampus France Indonesia, Institut Prancis Indonesia dan juga Kedutaan Besar Prancis di Indonesia. Boleh langsung di-share Mas materinya. Hari ini saya akan memperkenalkan mengenai sistem studi di Prancis secara umum dan juga kesempatan beasiswa. Tadi Prof. Rasban sudah menjelaskan sedikit banyak tentang universitasnya. Nah, kalau saya lebih luas lagi terkait Prancisnya gitu ya. Sudah siap? Sudah siap, tapi lemes, nggak apa-apa. Oke, next please. Atau ada alat yang bisa saya pinjam? Atau gimana? Merci. Oke, baik. Kita kenalan dulu sebelumnya tentang Kampus France Indonesia. Siapa itu Kampus France? Ada yang udah pernah dengar tentang Kampus France sebelumnya? Belum? Ada yang sudah tapi malu-malu? Takut ditanya? Kampus France adalah bagian dari, seperti yang bisa dilihat dari logonya ya, Kampus France adalah bagian dari IFI, Institut Prancis Indonesia atau dan juga Kedutaan Besar Prancis di Indonesia yang memang menjadi pusat informasi studi di Prancis. Kami dibentuk oleh pemerintah Prancis untuk membantu siapapun yang ingin kuliah di Prancis. Jadi ketika teman-teman punya minat untuk kuliah di Prancis atau sekedar ingin tahu kuliah di Prancis, silakan hubungi kami di 4 kota berbeda. Kami ada di Jakarta, Bandung, Surabaya, dan juga di Medan. Kami nantinya akan memberikan informasi umum kuliah di Prancis, kemudian persiapan pemberkasan, pendaftaran universitas, pilihan kampus dan jurusan juga, kemudian nanti juga proses visa pelajar juga akan diproses atau dilakukan bersama tim Kampus France Indonesia. Kemudian kenapa sih harus pilih Prancis? Tadi kurang lebih sudah dijelaskan oleh Prof. Rasban, tentunya karena ada pendidikan dan penelitian yang berkualitas dibuktikan dengan para peneliti Prancis yang menerima penghargaan-penghargaan internasional. Salah duanya adalah penghargaan Nobel di tahun 2022 untuk untuk bidang fisika dan juga sastra. Selain itu, dari segi bahasa Prancis merupakan bahasa internasional, digunakan di banyak negara, terutama juga di organisasi-organisasi internasional. Ada yang udah pernah belajar bahasa Prancis di sini? Ada? Nggak akan saya tanya kok. Angkat tangan aja. Belum ada? Oke, belum ada, nggak apa-apa. Kalau belum bisa bahasa Prancis, jangan khawatir karena di Prancis juga banyak program-program yang diajarkan dalam bahasa Inggris, termasuk di universitasnya Prof. Rasban tadi di Nantes Université. Selain itu ada banyak kemudahan atau fasilitas yang diberikan oleh pemerintah Prancis untuk mahasiswa internasional. Sebelum ke sana biasanya jadi pertanyaan juga nih, kira-kira kalau kuliah di Prancis biaya hidupnya berapa sih per bulan gitu ya. Di sini ada informasinya, jika kita kuliah di kota Paris itu sekitar 900 sampai 1.100 euro per bulan. Kalau di luar kota Paris, contohnya di kota Nantes, itu kisarannya sekitar 700 sampai 900 euro per bulan. Bahkan tadi Prof. Rasban sempat menjelaskan kalau di Nantes bisa kisarannya 550 sampai 650 euro per bulan. Gitu ya. Kalau dalam rupiah kisarannya mungkin sekitar 10 sampai 17 juta rupiah per bulan. Jangan dibandingin sama Jakarta ya. Beda. Atau ada ya di sini yang biaya hidupnya sebulan 17 juta? Ada? Belum ada? Oke, gitu. Itu kalau di Prancis. Tapi tentunya bisa lebih ringan kalau memanfaatkan berbagai kemudahan yang ditawarkan oleh pemerintah Prancis. Kemudahannya apa saja? Yang pertama, Prancis memiliki jaringan resto U. Resto U itu kantin universitas, di mana satu kali makan di sana itu bisa lebih terjangkau dibandingkan kalau kita makan di restoran luar. Kalau di Resto U kisarannya hanya sekitar 3 sampai 4 euro. Sedangkan kalau di restoran luar bisa 10 sampai 15 euro. Kalau bahkan saat pandemi beberapa waktu lalu, Resto U ini subsidinya diperbesar oleh pemerintah Prancis, jadi satu kali makan itu hanya perlu bayar 1 euro saja, sekitar 16.000. Gitu ya. Kemudian yang kedua ada CAF. CAF ini adalah subsidi biaya tempat tinggal. Jadi kalau teman-teman ngekos di Prancis atau sewa asrama, kamar di asrama, itu bisa dibantu oleh pemerintah Prancis, potongannya bisa sampai 40%. Jadi bisa dimanfaatkan bantuan-bantuan tersebut. Dan berikutnya asuransi kesehatan dasar di Prancis itu sudah gratis. Jadi teman-teman di Prancis itu wajib terdaftar asuransi seperti di Indonesia, contohnya misalnya BPJS. Kalau di Prancis juga sama, tapi tidak perlu bayar karena sudah disubsidi penuh oleh pemerintah Prancis. Jadi teman-teman bisa menggunakan layanan kesehatan di Prancis menggunakan asuransi ini. Kemudian, transportasi. Jadi kalau di kota-kota di Prancis ketika kita berlangganan transportasi umum itu bisa mendapatkan potongannya sampai 50%. Atau kegiatan budaya lainnya, mau nonton bioskop, mau nge-gym, mau nonton festival, teater, dan berbagai kegiatan, biasanya akan ada diskon-diskon menarik untuk mahasiswa. Kalau mahasiswa Indonesia bilangnya kartu mahasiswa Prancis itu kartu sakti. Karena dengan menunjukkan itu bisa memanfaatkan diskon-diskon yang ada di Prancis. Tentunya teman-teman juga bisa menambah uang saku, uang jajan dengan melakukan part-time atau kerja paruh waktu. Secara umum di Prancis dengan visa pelajar yang Anda miliki itu mengizinkan Anda untuk bekerja paruh waktu di Prancis selama maksimal 20 jam per minggu, per jamnya sekitar 9 sampai 10 euro. Itu kira-kira fasilitas yang bisa dimanfaatkan sehingga tadi biaya hidup yang sudah disebutkan bisa lebih ringan lagi. Kemudian tentu saja teman-teman ketika kuliah di Prancis tidak sendiri karena Indonesia setiap tahunnya bisa mengirimkan sekitar 500 mahasiswa ke Prancis dan di sana tergabung di Perhimpunan Pelajar Indonesia baik level nasional di PPI Prancis maupun di level wilayah di berbagai kota yang tersebar di seluruh Prancis. Baik. Berikutnya kita bicara tentang beasiswa. Nah ini biasanya yang paling banyak ditanyakan. Tadi Prof. Razban sudah menyebutkan 2 jenis beasiswa yang tersedia di atau yang ditawarkan di Université de Nantes atau Nantes Université. Tapi saya kali ini akan menjelaskan tentang beasiswa dari sumber-sumber lain. Sebelum itu perlu kita ketahui bersama bahwa ternyata 90% mahasiswa Indonesia yang kuliah di Prancis justru berangkat tanpa beasiswa. Yang berangkat dengan beasiswa hanya sekitar 10%-nya. Kenapa? Karena bagi sebagian besar mahasiswa Indonesia, biaya studi di Prancis itu masih sangat terjangkau jika dibandingkan dengan negara-negara Eropa lainnya. Kira-kira teman-teman tahu nggak biaya kuliah di Prancis kira-kira berapa? Secara umum di universitas negeri untuk jenjang S2. Ada yang tahu? Kira-kira aja berapa? Kira-kira? Kira-kira aja. Berapa? 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 70 juta, Bapak baik. 170 juta, baik. Dari Bapak 170 juta, kira-kira teman-teman ada tebakan yang lain? 170 juta? Nggak kedengeran nih, nggak sampai. Berapa? Saya nggak akan berhenti sampai semuanya kejawab. 170 juta? 200 juta? Oke, 170 juta, 200 juta, ada lagi berapa? 250 juta, oke 170 juta, 200 juta, 250, udah kayak lelang kita. Berapa lagi? Bukan lelang ya. 170, 200 juta, ada lagi yang lain? Kira-kira berapa kuliah di Prancis di Universitas Negeri jenjang S2? Berapa? 50 juta, kok turun? Rugi dong saya. Baik, tadi sudah ada kisarannya 170 juta, kira-kira 200, 250 juta, dan terakhir 50 juta. Yang betul untuk jenjang S2 secara umum di Universitas Negeri di Prancis itu berkisar antara 57 sampai 60 juta rupiah per tahun, atau dalam euro sekitar 3.770 euro per tahun. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau dibandingkan dengan negara Eropa lainnya itu lebih terjangkau. Bahkan tadi dari Nantes Université dijelaskan bahwa program mereka, terutama regular program, masih ada yang menggunakan tarif normal, yang artinya tarif yang diberikan untuk mahasiswa asing disamakan dengan tarif mahasiswa Prancis ataupun mahasiswa Uni Eropa. Maaf, yaitu sebesar 243 euro per tahun. Kalau dalam rupiah itu sekitar 5 atau 6 juta rupiah per tahun. Jadi itu biaya yang harus dibayarkan untuk kuliah di Nantes Université, terutama di program reguler. Gitu ya. Jadi bisa dilihat bahwa kuliah di Prancis itu ternyata tidak semahal itu. Ya, jadi nggak sampai yang tadi, maaf, 200-250 juta itu bisa sampai lulus, gitu ya. Oke, kita bicara tentang beasiswa sekarang. Bisa dilihat bahwa ada beasiswa-beasiswa yang ditawarkan atau diberikan oleh pemerintah Prancis. Teman-teman bisa lihat beasiswa 1, 2, 3, 4, dan 5. Beasiswa ini France Excellence S1, France Excellence S2, Master 2, Kartini Sains, dan Tematik adalah 5 beasiswa yang diberikan oleh pemerintah Prancis dan dikelola oleh Kedutaan Besar Prancis untuk Indonesia. Artinya, beasiswa ini hanya diberikan bagi mahasiswa Indonesia saja. Jadi teman-teman akan bersaing dengan sesama mahasiswa Indonesia. Jadi bukan mahasiswa internasional secara umum. Kemudian kalau beasiswa Eiffel Excellence ini baru beasiswa internasional yang tadi sudah dijelaskan juga oleh Prof. Razban. Beasiswa ini diberikan bagi mereka yang memiliki kualitas excellent. Dan dengan bangga saya sebutkan bahwa salah satu alumni Universitas Trisakti pernah mendapatkan beasiswa ini di tahun 2019. Mengambil jurusan ilmu manajemen energi di Université de Poitiers, alumni Fakultas Teknik, atas nama Novaldi Obianka. Ada yang kenal? Enggak ya, kayaknya terlalu lama. Ya, jadi boleh tepuk tangan dulu untuk Universitas Trisakti. Itu dia. Nah, jadi kemudian beasiswa ini mengcover apa saja? Beasiswa ini akan memberikan bantuan yang tidak di-cover oleh subsidi pemerintah Prancis di pendidikan. Kalau tadi biaya studinya sudah di-cover oleh subsidi pemerintah Prancis, maka sekarang kita tinggal pikirkan biaya hidupnya, gitu ya. Nah, biaya hidup itulah yang akan di-cover oleh 6 jenis beasiswa ini. Jadi kita akan memberikan tiket pesawat atau transportasi, biaya pembuatan visa, akses prioritas ke asrama milik pemerintah Prancis, biaya CVEC, dan biaya hidup. Gitu. Jadi ini beasiswa yang akan membantu Anda untuk mendanai studi Anda di Prancis. Informasi lebih lanjut teman-teman bisa peroleh di website yang sudah kami sertakan di layar. Syarat utamanya apa? Syarat utamanya teman-teman harus sudah diterima oleh salah satu universitas yang ada di Prancis. Selain itu ada beasiswa untuk summer program di Prancis yang saat ini sedang dibuka pendaftarannya sampai akhir bulan Maret. Beasiswa French Plus Science ini adalah beasiswa untuk summer program selama 3-4 bulan di Prancis dan programnya akan disampaikan dalam bahasa Inggris. Jadi teman-teman tidak perlu memiliki kemampuan bahasa Prancis untuk mengikuti program beasiswa ini. Dan program beasiswa ini akan membahas 4 bidang yang tertera di layar. Jadi kalau teman-teman punya ketertarikan dari salah satu bidang yang tertera di layar, boleh silahkan informasi lebih detail dapat dipelajari melalui tautan yang sudah kami sediakan di layar, termasuk tata cara pendaftarannya. Oke. Dan selain itu tentunya untuk kuliah di Prancis bisa memanfaatkan sumber-sumber lain seperti misalnya dari pemerintah Indonesia, dari pemerintah Uni Eropa, dan juga masih ada beasiswa-beasiswa dari kampus-kampus di Prancis termasuk dari Polytechnique dan juga Nantes University. Setelah lulus tentunya teman-teman akan menyandang gelar sebagai alumni Prancis dan bisa bergabung dengan jaringan France Alumni Indonesia dan juga France Alumni di dunia. Kalau misalnya teman-teman bertanya-tanya harus memulai dari mana, tentunya yang harus dipersiapkan pertama kali adalah kemampuan bahasa. Kalau misalnya teman-teman mengambil program berbahasa Inggris, maka silahkan siapkan IELTS atau TOEFL sesuai dengan permintaan kampus. Prancisnya menjadi tidak wajib. Mau belajar di sini sebelum berangkat boleh, lebih baik. Tapi kalaupun tidak, mau belajarnya nanti pas di Prancis juga nggak apa-apa. Kalau misalnya mengambil program berbahasa Prancis, maka artinya kemampuan bahasa Prancis harus dimiliki sebelum pendaftaran. Dan syarat bahasa yang diminta adalah level B2 untuk Prancis. Kami memiliki level A1, A2, B1, dan juga B2. Sambil mempersiapkan bahasa, teman-teman juga bisa sambil mencari informasi kampus dan jurusan dan berkonsultasi dengan tim kampus France Indonesia untuk bisa nantinya diarahkan ke prosedur pendaftaran. Setelah ada penerimaan, maka kita dampingi berikutnya untuk proses visa pelajar. Dan berikut ini adalah kontak kami di kampus France Jakarta. Bagi teman-teman yang memiliki pertanyaan lebih lanjut di luar hari ini seputar studi dan beasiswa di Prancis, boleh silakan hubungi kami baik melalui email, WhatsApp, ataupun konsultasi langsung, baik secara online maupun offline. Untuk konsultasi secara langsung nanti bisa membuat janji temu terlebih dahulu melalui email ataupun WhatsApp. Dan ini kontak kami di kampus France Indonesia secara umum. Kalau misalnya teman-teman sedang tidak berada di Jabodetabek dan berada di kota-kota lain, boleh silakan menghubungi kampus France terdekat dari tempat tinggalnya di Bandung, Surabaya, ataupun Medan. Dan ini adalah media sosial kami di kampus France Indonesia dan juga website kampus France Indonesia. Teman-teman, Bapak dan Ibu bisa follow mungkin yang aktif di Instagram, silakan follow Instagram kami karena ada banyak informasi aktivitas kampus France Indonesia, beasiswa dan juga informasi terkini seputar studi di Prancis. Jika Bapak dan Ibu ataupun teman-teman tertarik untuk belajar bahasa Prancis, boleh silakan menghubungi kami di Institut Prancis Indonesia sebagai salah satu dari lembaga kursus terpercaya, terutama karena kami bagian dari pemerintah Prancis. Untuk Jakarta kami ada di 3 tempat, kami ada di Tamrin, ada di Wijaya, dan juga ada di Serpong. Silakan teman-teman bisa mengikuti kursus di mana yang lebih dekat dari domisili Anda saat ini. Selain itu kami juga ada di Bandung, ada di Yogyakarta, dan juga Surabaya. Di luar itu kami juga ada Alliance Française. Di sini juga menyediakan kursus bahasa Prancis, ada di Medan, Semarang, Bali, dan juga Makassar. Silakan teman-teman pilih kalau sekiranya memang tertarik untuk belajar bahasa Prancis. Saya rasa itu saja yang ingin saya sampaikan. Terima kasih banyak atas perhatiannya dan kesempatannya tentu saja. Merci beaucoup, à bientôt en France. Sampai ketemu di Prancis. Saya kembalikan ke moderator. Terima kasih.
Thank you. Thank you, Mbak Fitria. Merci beaucoup. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now reach our Q&A session. Mbak Prayang, we have 15 minutes or 20 minutes for 15 minutes. Okay. I think maybe we have, if we have many questions, then I think we can stay a little bit longer. Yeah. So for this, I invite first three questions from students or colleagues to ask questions. Maybe you want to know about, I think as Mbak Fitria said that if you're talking about scholarship, it's the important thing that I think you want to know more about that. So I let you, I hope maybe students from this side first or this side first. Okay. Wadek 3, Wadek 4 dulu, Wadek 4 FTI. Please, Pak.
Thank you for the opportunity to ask question to Professor Rasban.
Could you please say your name? Your name?
Oh,
your name, please.
Okay. My name is Ahmad Zuli. I'm a Vice Dean for collaboration, like Bu Lisa, in Faculty of Industrial Technology. We have 4 departments. That is mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, and information technology. Yes. I have information from my dean, our dean, that Professor Rasban has planned to, in the near future, to send the student to join our in electrical engineering department. Time like research or maybe study. I don't know. So please you share to us what you will make collaboration with us. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, our collaboration is in a double direction. So we want to have your students, and we also start to sending students to your university. And I think that is the first student that will come in your university, and especially in electrical engineering. So he will come only for this summer internship. And we need only an electrical project. He didn't need to attend classes, okay? Only a project with supervision, professor supervision, and in the field interesting for you and for the student. So it is the only requirement for this student. And we started by sending students in Indonesia 2 years ago, and here is the first time. Last year was in Pertamina, and I hope with this starting point we will have many other students, if you agree.
Thank you. I think I will communicate with you intensively by email or email maybe.
Yes, yes.
Because we have also some many potential for cooperation. Like we have agenda for climate change action.
Okay.
Yes, I think we can collaborate well.
Yes, we have many different laboratories and different teams, so we can find the field of collaboration with any of your team.
Okay, thank you so much.
If you want, I give you my email. This is my email.
Thank you, Prof. Rasban. Enough, Pak? It's okay? Okay. Okay, please, we still have time. Is there any questions? Hello, everybody. Hello. Don't you want to try to study in French? There are so many interesting things that we have already heard during their presentations. Hello? Oh, okay, I cannot. Who can? Maybe Mbak Lisa, I don't know how to. Let me. Oh. Okay, there is, the question is also, it's about the material. Is that? Apakah materi pembicara bisa di-share about the material? No, your material, your presentation.
Yeah.
They want that the material to be shared to all of us.
Yes, yes.
It's okay.
You can share. My presentation is available, and you can share with anybody. Okay. Even the video or presentation, anything can maybe share. No problem.
Okay, thank you. Another question is that about AF. But why AF? There is no AF in Jakarta. Why is it?
Because you already have Institut Prancis Indonesia. It's the same actually between IFI and AF. So because we already have IFI in Jakarta, it's the same. Actually, okay, more on it.
Because Alliance Française, or AF, is also part of the network of the cultural action of the French government abroad. We already have 3 IFI in Jakarta, so no need to have also AF, which is also part of the network, but outside of Jakarta.
Actually, it's a part of EV.
The network of the network.
Okay, the network of EV. So whereas at the same time they have already have EV, 3 EV in branches, yeah, in Jakarta. So I think the question is already answered. We still have time. Is there anyone who wants? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, could you please stand up and don't forget to say your name and to whom you want to direct your question, and just say your question then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. My name is Nadia and I'm from Civil Engineering in Universitas Tisakti. So my question is, there any help to choose the flat from the EV or Campus France before we arrive in France? Thank you.
The question is to?
Is there any help to choose the flat before we arrive in France?
The apartment, do you mean?
Yeah, residential. Yeah.
Residential.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So basically from us, from Campus France and also from IFI, we organize each year a seminar departure for preparation of departure before September. So normally it will be June or July, and we also give the information which site that you could use to search your residence. But then there's also PPI who could help you to inform about the residence in French, or maybe it's also part of the service from the university.
Yes, and as we have a collaboration with your university, if you are admitted in Nantes University, we book a room for you in Nantes University dormitory. It is not free.
That's right. That's the booking. The booking at the dormitory, is it free, or they have to pay? And for how long did they have to stay in that dormitory?
Yes, no, it's not free, so the student must pay the dormitory, and it depends on the room, between 200 and 250 euros. And the student normally can stay at least 1 year in the dormitory, but after 1 year he has to find another room somewhere because other students come.
Thank you. It's enough? Okay. Is there anyone again who wants to ask? Because from the presentation that we have already got, it's quite interesting. The scholarship or the study abroad here in France is quite interesting. So I think you guys here, because we have already signed the MOU especially between Trisakti and Nantes University, maybe you can try to find ways so that you can go abroad and try to experience what is the real studying in another country.
Thank you, Bu Agustin, and thank you for Professor Rasban for your presentation. It's very interesting, but however, as you know that in FTSP we have 2 departments, civil engineering and architecture. And as far as I see that there are no architectural program in Nong University. So my question is, our student from the architectural department, which program that they can enter in Nong University, or any opportunities for architectural students? Thank you very much.
Yes, in Nantes University, in Polytechnic Nantes, we don't have architecture program, only civil engineering, but we collaborate with School of Architecture in Nantes. It is not part of Nantes University, but it is associated to the Nantes University. So if any architecture program want to have collaboration with Nantes, I can contact this architecture school and try to have collaboration with this school, especially. But in Polytechnic Nantes, it is only civil engineering.
How about is it enough? Answering? Okay. Okay, so it means that although you are from architecture students, then you may have also the same opportunities with other civil engineering students to get the scholarship. The important thing now is that you need to prepare yourself if you really want to have or get the scholarship, because in order to get the scholarship, it's not really easy, because usually there are so many participants who also wants to have the scholarship. Do we still have time? Oh, okay. Okay, if we still have, I think, one opportunity to have question, if you can. Hello, everybody. Oh, lecturers, please. Students, you are very quiet. If you are in my class, I will. Sadly, now you are not in my class, so I cannot force you. But if, for example, if there is no other question, then I think I'll try. Because although we still have enough time, but I think it's better to end this session. But before that, I try to what's that? You make a sum up or summarize the discussion into several issues. The presentation of Prof. Rasban about international admission at Nang University provides ample information and answer questions on how to enroll and why to enroll as students at master and doctoral levels at the university. There are several important issues that need to be elaborated and highlighted in terms of, among others, Nang University has encountered the ups and downs of a very long journey, which resulted on the formation of a very solid foundation for the development of an educational institute from 1461 until recently in 2022, the creation of Nang University in the form of new university model. The university has more or less 45,000 students body covering areas in health, society, humanities, and science and technology. The new model offered by this university, one of which is the establishment of Polytech Nantes, in which Faculty of Science and Technology is located. They also form a Polytech group, which is the biggest French group of engineering school. The university offers several different locations that may be of interest to you depending on your needs and preferences and of your course, your chosen courses, as well as an enriching campus life, which will help you in engaging more to international community, which enable you to pursue your continuing education successfully. The university provides high level of research laboratories, which will support your academic research during your study there. This is important to be considered, as for certain areas, laboratory play an important role in completing your study. The university has developed international cooperation with various overseas universities in order to expand and enlarge their profound programs at the postgraduate levels and over interesting, specific, and unique academic programs and fees which become an interest for international audience. The university proposes for international students master in several projects, in several subjects. For instance, some of them for master in English, the university provides bioinformatics ecosystem and marine bioproductions, applied and fundamental mathematics, earth and planetary. For engineering program, the university proposes electrical and digital technology, electrical engineering, civil engineering, computer science, etc. The university presents information regarding the application to the study program. So this can be done by visiting the website provided and preparing the application files, consisted of CV, motivation letter, latest diploma, and the latest transcript. The presentation of Ms. Hazume and Ms. Nurfitria, both from the Institut Français de Indonesia, Jakarta, highlights why we can choose France as one of our destinations in pursuing further education. There are several important causes why France can be the destination. Among others are France overqualified education and research by 73 Nobel Prizes and 13 Fields medals ranging from economic, literature, physics, chemistry, etc. There are programs that taught in English offered by various universities in France, more or less 1,600 programs which will be designating option for international students. Scholarship is also offered from these universities or from other private or institutions, which can improve the number of international students to study in France. Becoming an alumni of any French universities will be another significant advantage that you may get as well as a member of international community. Honorable guests, we are now approaching to the end of today's program. If you need to extend the discussion with the speakers, you may do so beyond this session, or you also may have each speaker's contact information after the session by asking them directly outside of this room. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude this today's session by expressing our most profound appreciation for the speakers' presentations and warmest hospitality with the hope that you may enjoy your stay with us and live with fond of memories of your visit to our university. I'm delighted to offer our heartfelt thanks, and please give a round of applause to our guest speaker and to all of us. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you, Mbak Prayang.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Agustin, for wrapping up this session. And of course, thank you very much for our keynote speaker, Professor Rasban. Thank you. And then Miss Victoire and Miss Fitria, thank you very much. Okay, so to all distinguished guests, you may proceed back to your seat. And then we are going to proceed into the next session before we close officially this event. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, of course, for the following session, as our highest appreciation to our distinguished speaker, this is the token of appreciation giving and also souvenir giving to all the distinguished guests. Okay, so for first, again, please welcome to Professor Rasban. You may proceed to the center for receiving the token of appreciation. And also we'd like to invite Dr. Hadi as the Dean of FTSP to sending the token of appreciation. All right, thank you very much. And for the next one, we'd like to invite Ms. Victoire Hazume. Please welcome. And for delivering the token of appreciation, please welcome Dr. Lisa Oxrinelvia. Thank you very much. And last but not least, please welcome to Miss Nur Fitria for receiving the token of appreciation. And then we'd like to invite Dr. Poppy to sending the token of appreciation. All right, thank you very much. And next is a photo session. So please welcome to Bapak Dekan FTSP, Bapak WD 4 FTI, Profesor Rasban, Miss Victoire, Miss Nur Fitria, Dr. Lisa, Dr. Poppy as well, to do the photo session. And Dr. Augustine, please welcome. Head of Department of Electro, Head of Department of Electro, and then Secretary Department of, okay, to all the board member of faculty and also department. Oh, and okay, Bapak Arif as the Secretary Department of Architecture. Dr. Retna as the Secretary Department of Master Program of Architecture. And then Ibu Lucy. As the head of Master Program of Architecture. Yeah. Any other faculty or department member who attend offline? Okay, I think it's all. All right. So for the Humas team, would you please to proceed? Okay, thank you very much. And along with all the students, so you may raise from your seat, please. So maybe we can, stand over here. And apologize for Humas team. You may do some a little bit effort. And to all students, you may raise from your seat, please, so we can have a picture together along with this distinguished speaker and also board of faculty and department. Of the visiting professor series. Thank you very much, and we apologize for any inconvenience, and we hope we can meet you again in another event. So see you everyone, stay safe and stay healthy. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.